Hello YouTube, this is William. Welcome to another shop update. I'm going to give you production status and some bit of news and things like that. So first of all, Carlos had requested that I do a side-by-side with the EDC and the Blackbird, or not the Blackbird, but the Baby Bird. And so here you go, Carlos. Do a side-by-side here. You can see that the Baby Bird, the handle on it's just a little bit longer. It's about 1/4 inch, and the blade on the EDC is about 1/4 inch shorter. Also, the difference is the EDC has a little bit of a tooth right here and more of a drop, whereas the Baby Bird just kind of flows. You can see that. Papa's coming from the lake. I'm surprised he's coming home before dark. I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video.
Oh, you're doing a video. I thought you might be cooking dinner.
No, I ain't cooking dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat on the house.
All right. The fish ain't biting. I think he said the fish wasn't biting. But anyway, that's the difference. The EDC is just a little bit smaller blade. It's an EDC. Whereas the Baby Bird is more of a bushcrafty style knife. Just a craft knife or EDC knife. Okay? That's the difference in the designs. Has a tooth. Alright? Okay, hope that answered your question, Carlos. I'm gonna leave that in there about Dad. Papa, I don't have any more of those we got. Alright. Quick announcement. This Friday, June the 5th at noon Central Standard Time, there will be another monthly special. And in that monthly special will be a draw knife. And they will come like this. All of them will have the oak handles, and all of them will have this leather protective covering. And this is 8-9 ounce leather. Okay, heavy duty stuff. They will come with the logo stamp. This one's a little faded, but and the one, because it's first run, and on the back they will have the Made in Texas logo and O for 01 tool steel. Okay, these are about 3/16 thick. Okay, the grind on it is a true chisel grind, and it's a 20-degree chisel grind. Okay, that means that this is 20 degrees. Okay, 20 degrees, if that makes sense. All right, that's a 20-degree bevel. Okay, and it's a true chisel grind. Blade on it is about I'd say 3.5 inches. It's a phenomenal little tool. I just did a table leg with it in the last video, so you guys can see the tool in action. I've had one for years, and I just love it. It's great. It's a great size to go in your little kit, your little carving kit, and that right there, it is all protected. It's not going to slide off or anywhere. It's there. Okay, it's a green woodworking little draw knife, but it's great for bowyers and people who like to craft things in the bush, and tables and chair legs and things like that, and so on and so forth. Just whittle on a stick. It's green for green woodworking. I have used it in dried stuff. Sometimes the edge is very, very, very fine, and if it's really, really seasoned, you're going to see a little bit of a curl there, but a little bit of stropping, and it's gone. So keep that in mind if you're going to use it in very heavy, dense materials. Anyway, the Rockwell on these is slightly harder than a knife, than a regular 01 knife. They're about 61 or so, 62, somewhere along in that range. Okay, so because it is a chisel grind with such a fine grind. Included in the monthly special, there was going to be some classics And all of these will have a Scandi grind. There will be some in 01, and there will be some in AEBL. And these knives are not cleaned up yet. We're still oiling the handles and all kinds of stuff. There will be an assortment, as always, in the monthly special of premium wood scales with liners and things like that, and also some economical ones with just sure touch. Okay, they'll have the standard colors of blue, orange, and so on and so forth. And as with the previous months, 24 hours prior to the listing going live, there will be a full video showing all the knives in the sale, and that way you can get your list of your favorite 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, and once they go live, then you can jump on there and at least maybe get 1 or 2 of what you want. Okay, all right. There is a couple of knife designs that, if you've been on my social media, you may have seen them. This is one that I'm toying with. It is I hope you can see this. It's a very thin blade, like 3/32, and it's a Scandi into a distal taper, if you can see that. Blade on this is about 6 inches long, so it's kind of a boning knife. There is no flex to it, so if you're wanting a flexible boning knife, then this isn't it. But it's a very thin blade. I think it would skin a moose in a heartbeat. I would love to skin a moose with one of these. But anyway, that's a design I'm toying with. If that is something that suits your fancy for a monthly special down the road, maybe 2 or 3 months or something like that, then let me know in the comments that you're interested in that. But again, that is this one is an AEBL, has the Texas stamp there. So just a little bit different design. I think I took the to the bone. Pano had a custom that was due back in December. I'm just now getting to it, but it was over a year. He ordered it in December of 2018. Okay, so it was due in December of 2019, and I'm just now getting to it. But anyway, he wanted a to the bone, and that's an old design that I don't know, it just never gained traction. I thought it was a phenomenal design, but anyway, Pano did too, so he ordered one. I said, why don't I update it a little bit? And there it is, my concept of the update. Okay, just let me know what you think about that. If that's something that you'd be interested in, then let me know. Here's another one that I've been toying around with, and I mean, this is more of a belly, still has a slight Nespa conch. This one is made out of 1/8 inch steel, but I'm for these Skinner's type knives, I think I'm leaning a little bit more toward a thinner blade. But anyway, just something else I'm toying with and thinking about. I think this blade is like 4.5. Has a very comfortable handle. Somebody was saying that handle wouldn't be comfortable doing the belly cuts and stuff. But the way the blade is shaped, I think it would be fine. But anyway, that little hump there, we may get rid of that. I'm not sure yet. Tell me what you think about these 2 designs, and we'll go from there. All right, let's talk about production. All right, there is another order going out to Great Northern Knives this week. There will be, I think, a dozen or so baby birds. Be the first part of his order. And folks, I talked to him today. He's already trying to order another run of these things because he said that their list is getting long. So if you want one and you want it soon, I would suggest you contacted him to get one. Okay, because I mean, there hasn't been this much excitement over a knife since the Blackbirds was released in January, and those would sell out in like 12 minutes. I mean, it's just unbelievable stuff. So if you want one of those baby birds, I suggest you get with him and get with him soon, okay? Because the first part of those orders are going out this week. Bush tools, there's going to be some bush tools in the mix. There's going to be some homesteaders in the mix, EDCs, just an assortment of all kinds of stuff in there. So look for that, and I will post a picture on social media of what is being sent to them. and so that you can contact them and make sure that you have whatever they have on hand. Okay. So, and just quickly talking about my dealers, if you go to my website, wcknives.com, and you go to the knives webpage, across the top it either says knives or there's a little 3 hashes up on the right corner. Click on it, menu will drop down. Click on knives, and there's one sub page that says authorized dealers. If you go on there and click, you will see all the authorized dealers that have WC knives. Now, don't trust their website, because a lot of times they have knives and they just don't have a chance to update their website. But they do have WC knives, and they just may have what you want. So call them and tell them and talk to them and see what they have available. Okay, because you might be surprised. Also, Pano and Jared just finally got all of their knives in this week. The shipping is on that has been 6 or 7 weeks. It's been almost 2 months, I think. But finally they have it with the COVID-19, and their town was flooded. The river flooded their town for several weeks, so they've been having to deal with some natural disasters. Due to the COVID-19, a lot of their shows up there, as it is in the States, has been canceled. So in order to get rid of some of their product, they are running some very good sales. So contact them, and they can fix you up and give you a good price on a WC knife. And it's a lot of Pano's designs, the long hunter and that short hunter, man. A lot of people are interested in that. So if you're interested in those 2 knives, those 2 designs, then get on their website and contact them. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about what is the SKs. Let's talk about the SKs right quick. Shipped out through 350 today, serial numbers, and 351 through 360 is heat treated, and handles are going on this week. So we'll ship those out next week. Okay. And we will start the next run of 10. I'm going to try to get them heat treated this week. We'll see how things go. But I'm trying to do at least 10 a week, or close to it. 10 every 5 days, or 10 every 7 working days, okay? So, to kind of let you know where sales is at on that, we have sold up to 4, I think the serial number is 410 at this point. Also, in an overseas shipment to Italy, for the first time, I had a package returned by the courier, and it's the post office. It was sent by the U.S. Post Office priority mail, and it was rejected by the aircraft. Is all the label said. It said aircraft rejected knife. That's what it said. I have never had that happen in all the packages I have sent overseas and all over Europe for 8 years. And I have at least a package, probably a week, that goes out of country. I have never had that happen. So, and even in that same shipment, there was other packages that was going to Europe, and they were not returned, just that one. So I'm not sure if that was an inspector over eager or what it is. I talked to the post office, and they didn't know either why it was returned. So I talked to the gentleman, and we settled on a settlement. And so anyway, first time, I don't know if COVID-19 had anything to do with it. I don't know if they outsourced it to a different aircraft carrier and they the ones that rejected it or what. But just keep that in mind, okay? If it is returned to me, then I will let you know, and we will work out other arrangements. Okay? Now let's talk about the retail side. Right now, through just the invoice numbers or sales numbers, if you have yours handy, through about 879 has been shipped. 880 through 937 or 944. All that your knives are being worked on or in the process of being finished up with sheaths or knives or something. Okay, that it's actually in the process of being done. So look for those to be being shipped out in the next week or so. And so I think you're up to date. You guys be safe. You guys get in the backyard, wheel on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of band-aids and lots of knives. Friday, June the 5th. Don't forget that date. Noon. Get you one of these little draw knives. I'm telling you, man, they're fantastic. There's only going to be like 18 of them. Price on those is $185. That's with the little leather cover and everything. Okay. Shipping U.S. is $10. Outside the U.S. is $45. All right. And the knives are going to be the same as they always before. The price ranges from $230 just the knife, or not $230. I think this is Sure Touch, so it's going to be $240. I think it's $245. Whatever it was before, that's what it'll be again. $245 or somewhere along in there, up to $300. Okay, just for the knife. And please add the sheath to the cart before you check out. Okay. Just please do that. It makes it so much easier for me, because this is what I'm dealing with. I mean, just 11 or 12 pages of just orders after orders after orders, and trying to coordinate 2 or 3 orders per order. I'm not complaining, but I am complaining. It would help me out. Please, folks, just add them together in the cart before you check out. If you don't know how to do that, there is a video on the home page of my website that goes through the whole process of how to do that. Okay, so you may have to do a little research, but it's very simple. It's just add it, then go to the page that you want for the sheath, add the sheath to the cart, then check out. It's that simple. All right, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys again soon. Take care.